Hey, Carrie, what is your favorite type of pie crust?
Well, I just made my very first pie crust, a
Yeah.
hot water crust for a savory Thanksgiving pie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was delicious, if I do say so myself.
It was.
And your husband makes the most delicious, buttery, flaky, tasty
Mm-hmm.
crust for sweet pies.
Yeah.
I don't know, but why do you ask? It seems like a whole lot of work for a Mary's memo.
Yeah, not this one, Carrie. Let's just say that this pie crust is going to be kind of powdery.
Oh, what?
Yeah, just you wait, Carrie. Just you wait. Welcome to Mom's Wooden Spoon, where the recipes are retro and so are your hosts.
You can say that again.
Hello, wonderful listeners.
Oh,
We want to thank you so much for voting for the absolutely heinous 1970s diet recipes.
I don't know. Do we want to thank them for voting? Because I feel like if they loved us, they would have been like, we don't want you guys to have to eat these things.
That's so funny.
Let's do another delicious impossible pie, ladies.
Yeah. No, some of them were like, oh, we'll make you do this one because it's the least heinous of them all.
Oh,
That was
thank
nice.
you to those people.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
other people.
Yeah, like our friend Anna, who was like,
Yeah, what up, Anna?
bean sprouts.
Oh.
Actually, on that Facebook post asking you all to vote, our friend Jackie said, I'm glad recipes have evolved. There are so many choices to make things better. I agree, Jackie.
Oh, yes.
I agree. Why did we
Yes.
ever decide to do this?
I don't know. A moment of stupidity.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, folks, the winner is from What's Cooking at Second Baptist Church in Shelby, North Carolina, 1975? Legal apple pie.
It really is the least offensive of them all.
I don't know. I think Mom's Danish might have been least offensive.
Oh.
This one with the gelatin and the apples, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
I guess so. And this is the same cookbook that we did the baked ham salad from. Remember?
No.
And so it had the funny things written next to each recipe.
Super cute. But thus far, the recipes we have selected,
not so good.
not so good.
This one has an asterisk and a yummy next to it.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll be in luck. Maybe this will be absolutely delish.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I have a question.
Okay.
Why is it legal apple pie?
I think it's legal for your diet.
Oh.
Legal on your diets. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I went down a rabbit hole of legality.
Oh, did you now?
Oh, I did.
Well, you tell us while I start peeling the apples.
Okay, that sounds good because we all know I'm not going to. So I Googled legal apple pie.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what is this legal thing all about? I could not find the recipe anywhere.
Yeah, me neither.
Nobody else,
Nothing.
No
No other cuckoo came up with this.
No, not that they were willing to share on the interwebs.
No,
absolutely not. But I found
Yeah.
a law
Oh.
about apple pie.
What?
For sure.
There's a law?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Vermont,
Yeah.
just to set the stage, Vermont's state fruit is apples.
Oh, okay.
And their state food is apple pie.
Okay, so you need to regulate then. Make it legal.
I mean, at least it's a thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's
Okay.
important to the state.
Yeah, okay.
These two foods.
I get it.
So in 1999, they passed legislation to compel their residents to serve apple pie with at least
Yes.
one of three things.
Oh my. Okay. Do
So
tell.
legally, as I guess even just within the Vermont state limits,
Yeah.
you need to make best efforts.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, to provide your legal pie with one of the, your apple pie.
Also legal.
Yes, with one of these.
Okay.
Milk,
Oh, you have to eat your apple pie sliced with a glass of milk?
the state beverage.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
A large scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, I could go for that.
Yeah, don't do a small one. Have you made best efforts if it's a small scoop?
I don't think so.
I feel like you have not.
No.
If you have Neapolitan ice cream, is that okay?
I don't know.
I don't know, because now we've got chocolate and vanilla. Couldn't you have just done a large scoop of just the vanilla?
Oh, yeah.
Jail for you.
Jail for you.
And the third one is cheddar cheese, no smaller than half an ounce in weight.
Ooh, I have tried cheddar cheese on apple pie.
Have you? Because I told my husband about this and he made gaggy face.
It is delicious.
I assumed if an entire state was willing to throw people in jail over it, it must be okay.
It really is good.
That's hilarious. Well, not on, but just with. So I guess you could take a bite of apple pie, take a bite of cheese.
Really? I've had it melted on.
I did read that some people do that. And then there are some crusts that just include cheddar cheese.
I've never heard of that before.
But this is just to serve it with milk, ice cream, large scoop.
Yeah.
Or at least half an ounce of cheddar cheese. In case you're concerned, because you're planning on traveling to Vermont later and serving a lot of people some apple pie. Yeah. Are you going to be able to go home? Are you going to be stuck in a Vermont jail? Going to the big house, people. I don't know. The people who I took this information from off the internet, they did say that to their understanding, no one has been arrested in Vermont for breaking this law.
Thank goodness.
99.
It's because they all follow it, because it's the smart way to eat apple pie, really.
Well, right. And I mean, a glass of milk, how hard is that? Yeah. I mean, they didn't set a high bar.
Well, I mean, if you're lactose intolerant, that's pretty hard.
You're screwed.
You are
Well,
screwed.
You'll just have to get some Lactaid. I guess. Get some lactose free. Get a little coconut ice cream.
People will be planning around you, knowing you'll be gassy.
It'll be right before the party ends. So they gas you up and send you out.
Gas you up and send you home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't blame them. So when you Google legal apple pie, you do get one other thing.
Oh, do you now?
That pertains to apple pie and laws.
What?
Yes. I'm telling you, a rabbit hole.
Yeah, no kidding.
I found a recipe for apple pie a la mode moonshine.
What?
It's legal moonshine because you don't have to own your own still.
Okay.
First you build a copper still near a creek. Then no. It actually sounds delicious. Wait till you hear the ingredients. Okay, so you take half a gallon of apple cider.
Oh, okay. I like apple cider.
We're making a lot of moonshine.
Okay.
Half a gallon of apple juice.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then a cup of white sugar and a cup of brown sugar.
Ooh, this is going to be sweet.
Sound good.
Yeah.
Then you take 4 cinnamon sticks and a clove.
Okay.
Then you take 3 cups of 190 proof grain alcohol.
You can get yourself some Everclear.
That's what they suggested. Absolutely. And 2 cups of vanilla vodka.
Ooh.
Now, I've never had vanilla vodka, but I have had whipped cream vodka.
Yeah.
And Carrie says, yes, please.
This sucker, though, is going to be potent.
Potent. 3 cups.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. And then they suggest that you put it in like ball jars.
Yeah.
And that you put a little half a vanilla bean and a cinnamon stick in your ball jar, and seal that sucker up, and then you can deliver it to your family and friends.
What a fun gifty.
I know. I was like, this sounds amazing and delicious.
That really does sound good.
And legal. It's legal apple pie. Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
I'm impressed, Carrie.
So then I started looking up moonshine facts just for the heck of it. Oh, gosh. And I found that Franklin, Virginia is the moonshine capital of the world.
Oh, wow.
And they... I was going to say Samoes, but that's not actually a word.
No.
Surmise. Surmise. That's a real word. Okay, I got there. They surmise that like every, mile, if you go out into the woods in Franklin, Virginia, every mile along the creek, you will find an old buried still.
Really?
There were just so
that many.
Oh, yes. My gosh. So I know that my father-in-law learned to drive, run and shine in the hills of Virginia.
No.
Yes. So I asked my husband, I'm like, was he from Franklin, Virginia?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. And so then he comes back. He's like, no, he was from some other county right next to Franklin, Virginia.
You're kidding.
So like right in the day, he wouldn't have been for Prohibition.
Right.
But he would have been, shortly thereafter when the stills were still running.
Illegal.
Yep, he would have been running shine because then he worked on the NASCAR circuit. So if
I do know that. Yes.
Yeah, the shine runners led to NASCAR.
Yep.
And so he and his brothers, and there were a lot of them.
Oh my gosh.
All worked for NASCAR. They did not race. They would work in the pit and they'd fix the cars and
That's
stuff.
super cool.
Isn't that amazing?
How fun is that?
So he will probably never made legal apple pie.
I don't think so.
Forget that. I know where the stills are hidden.
That's right. Up by the creek.
Up by the creek.
I love it. I didn't find anything legal. Yours were great. I found more about cray-cray diets from the 70s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we talked about cray-cray diets of the 70s, like season 1, right?
Yeah, season 1 or season 2. And they were absolutely insane. Like, I think there was a Sleeping Beauty diet where you just took sleeping pills.
Every time you were hungry.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there was like, I don't know, you ate like an egg and a bottle of wine a day?
Yes. That was like, I think they called it the housewives diet. An entire bottle of wine, you polished that off in one day. Yeah. They had some other weird ones, though. I was surprised that I found even more.
Okay.
There was one called the honey and egg diet.
Oh, in case you didn't want the wine.
That's right. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you could have honey and an egg cup.
Oh.
Which I'm assuming is a soft-boiled egg in a little egg cup. I didn't say that you put the honey on the egg cup.
I mean, what good is the honey?
I don't know. A spoonful of it, just a spoonful of honey makes the boiled egg go down. The boiled egg go down.
How long have you had that in your back pocket?
I just came up with that.
What? On the fly?
On the fly.
Oh, the genius.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we're going to have musical gurus from LA and Atlanta calling us at any moment now due to your mad lyric skills.
Oh my gosh,
Kristen.
I'll finally be famous.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I've wanted this since high school. And then it continued that at dinner, along with your egg cup and honey, you got an entire 3 whole ounces of hard cheese, a slice of plain whole wheat bread, and fresh fruit. Ew.
I feel hungry.
I know. That does not sound good.
No,
but you might like this one since you really liked the apple pie moonshine idea. Okay. It's called the drinker's diet.
Oh, yeah. Salt.
It's basically a keto diet, which makes room for 2 drinks at each meal. Other than breakfast. Breakfast is alcohol-free.
No mimosas?
No mimosas. So you just eat 1 portion of cottage cheese and some steamed whitefish, and then your whiskey, gin, or vodka.
I don't like whitefish. Can't do it.
You couldn't do that diet, Carrie.
Nope. Yeah. So disappointing because I was really excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have been a good one for you, Carrie. The drinker's diet.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well. Good try. All right. So I am only on apple 2. So the recipe has, let's tell everybody what's in this recipe because it's a hot mess, man. It is 4 medium apples, and I have tried desperately to get 1970s size medium apples.
Yeah, you did pretty well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And then we are going to...
What are we going to do?
Tell us. Let me tell you right now. Okay. We're going to put unflavored gelatin in water and cook it on the stove until it's dissolved.
Okay.
Then we are going to pour that over the apples in a pie pan. And what Carrie's doing right now is she is sifting together dry milk, cinnamon, and 2 packets of stevia.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pour that cinnamon, powdered milk, and stevia mixture over these apples gelatin mixture.
Yep.
And then spray it with a water bottle to make a, air quotes, nice crust. How does that? What? And then we're going to bake it for like 40 minutes.
Okay, this is just going to be an excitement of science.
Make a nice crust out of powdered milk. Reminds me of Grandma.
This powdered milk is not lumpy at all. No. Okay, so I don't know if we've told the story about Grandma and the powdered milk, but Grandma lived alone. And so she did not buy milk.
Yeah.
She did not buy milk because she couldn't drink it all and it would go bad. Yeah. However, she loved her grandkids and she wanted to make sure that they had access to milk when they came over.
That's right.
So what do? You buy powdered milk.
Oh boy.
However, back in the day, you would buy powdered milk in little foil kind of packets. And I think that they made probably like a gallon of milk. You dump the whole packet in a large pitcher of water and make it. Well, she didn't want a gallon of milk because we weren't going to be there that long.
Yeah.
She just wanted enough so that we would have some milk for our cereal.
Right.
So she would open the packet, put a little milk powder in your water, have you stir it up until it was, I don't think it ever even made it to skim milk color at all. It was really never enough. It was
cloudy water is what it looked like.
It was cloudy water. Yeah. And then she'd fold over the top of the packet and put it back in the cabinet for the next time you came over.
Oh, right. So it got clumpy.
So clumpy.
That's pretty darn hard to stir into cold water.
Cold water, clumpy milk. And so then you're stirring it in and you're having to take your fork and try and break up the clumps on the side.
Nobody wants to break up clumps in their milk.
I didn't know what a sifter was, or I would have carried one to Grandma's. So this milk is, I don't know why we sifted it, to be honest. It was smooth. It just ran right through the sifter.
This milk that we have right now.
Yes. It is fine. It is no lumps.
Maybe the 1970s powdered milk was a little lumpier than this, and that's why they said to sift it, or I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to tell you, you got to kind of mix them together, and instead of using the word mix, they said sift together.
I don't know, but we got it. It's now just brown.
Yeah.
From the cinnamon.
Well, here I am cutting these apples, and I have...
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you. Well, thank you. But I have salt water ready to put them in so they don't turn brown, and I totally forgot to do that.
Oh.
So, I'm just going to put them directly in the pan. I'm wondering if I did also get too large of apples again, because I'm looking at this amount, and...
Spit it out there, Kristen. Flemmy
McD. I was looking at the pie pan and I'm thinking this is a lot of apples.
She is overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
She can hardly make words due to the overwhelmedness
of the apples. Let's put these in and see if I need to even cut up that last one.
Let me get the spray bottle out.
Oh my gosh.
So the spray bottle in the recipe, Kristen didn't mention, is that the recipe reads, take a washed out spray bottle and fill with water.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm so curious as to what spray bottles one might have washed out in the 70s to use. Now, Kristen has a brand new one for 99 cents from Target.
I do not. Mine is not brand new. It used to have bleach in it, and I just rinsed it out.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding. I mean, I am kidding. What?
I'm not eating the pie. All right, guys. This is it. Thank you for listening to Mom's Wooden Spoon. Carrie out.
Do you know what this is from? It is my water spray bottle for my ironing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it only ever has water in it. I did thoroughly wash it with soap and water, though, so that there would be no ick.
It looks very clean.
It is very clean.
But what would have come in a spray bottle back in the 70s that you would be... all I can think of is cleaning products.
You couldn't run to the Dollar Tree and get yourself a 99-cent brand new spray bottle.
No, so you absolutely had to repurpose it.
Oh, wow.
But what would cleaning products is the only
409 spray?
So is that really what they did?
Maybe. I don't know. Did they make spray bottles for just water for laundry? Did they just sell empty spray bottles? Maybe.
I don't know. We didn't have one. We had a repurposed bottle for our ironing.
That's because Mom was cheap.
Yeah, because it was the 70s.
That's right.
I mean, I assumed everybody in the 70s were cheap.
Yeah, I think so, probably.
I don't know. Natural recyclers. Due to cheap.
Well, due to, trying not to have so much waste, probably.
I don't think it was the waste. I think it was cheap.
Due to cheap.
Yeah, cheap.
You know what? In looking at this amount of powder, I think if I do another apple, there almost won't be room for the powder. What do you think? Plus, I don't want to waste a beautiful apple.
That you are making up excuses to not have to cut another apple, and I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. So now we have to go to the gelatin.
Yes.
So we're going to combine water and gelatin heat and then pour over our beautiful, perfect amount of apples.
Yes. Okay.
So you do that.
How much
Gelatin?
Gelatin. 1 tablespoon unflavored gelatin. Oh, boy.
Okay. This is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So I looked up legal apple pie.
Yes.
And then I continued on my quest for all things legal.
Okay.
And I looked up things that used to be legal, but now aren't.
Oh.
Okay. There were a few things that I found that I thought some people might remember. Okay. So one of them, the drinking age.
Oh, right.
Used to be 18.
That's right.
Yeah. And so it was President Reagan that signed the National Minimum Drinking Age Act in 1984, raising it to 21.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So that's not that, well, I mean, it is a long time ago, but it's within our lifetime.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So I have a friend who got to drink at 19.
Yeah.
And then could not drink at 20.
Oh.
And then drank again at 21.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It did not stop her. Yeah.
That's funny.
Another one that I think everybody will remember is not wearing seatbelts.
Oh, for sure.
Right. Not required. And New York was the first state to pass the seatbelt law also in 1984.
Really?
Yeah. How about that? Wow. 1984 was the year of safety.
Year of safety.
Mm-hmm. Who knew? Yeah.
Not I.
I was going to say there are probably some really cool pants that they wore in 1984 and safety.
Cool pants?
Did the safety dance come out in 84? Oh. That would have been the best.
So cool.
Yes. Okay. Something else that everybody will remember? Smoking. You could smoke anywhere
and everywhere. Yes.
In restaurants.
Yeah.
On airplanes.
There were smoking areas at schools, at high schools.
No,
yes,
really?
Outside, they would have an area for the high schoolers to go smoke.
Wow. Yep. Wow. Okay. So yeah, smoking obviously everywhere. Smoking was a little late to the safety game.
Well, really?
Yeah. Well, I only went with smoking on flights.
Oh,
because I do recall that if I remember correctly, they had a smoking and non-smoking section on flights.
Right.
With like a little curtain, in between the two. Yeah. In 1989, they just went no smoking.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, but here are some laws that maybe you don't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so drinking while driving. And you're thinking, well, you can't drunk drive. That's been illegal for a very long time, Carrie.
Yes.
And you are correct. Driving while drunk, totally illegal for a very, very long time. You could not be drunk and get into the car and start driving.
Uh-huh.
But you could be sober, get into the car and start drinking.
What?
While you were driving.
No.
Totally legal.
Really?
Yes. That did not become illegal. You're going to have to guess. I'm going to make you guess what year drinking while driving became illegal. They started the open container law.
Yeah. I'm going to guess 1970.
No, not even close. 1998.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think I remember college friends drinking in the car.
Yeah, it was legal.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm sorry about the total long moment of silence. It is Kristen looking at me, jaw drop. Now, actually, now that you mentioned that, I graduated high school in 92.
Yeah.
So I too would have been in college and it would have been legal to drink while driving nationally. Now, maybe states had laws. I don't know. But the National Open Container Act was passed.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
Wow.
Yes. So I thought that was amazing. Okay. And this is my favorite thing.
Ooh, do tell.
That used to be legal and now is not.
Okay, tell me.
Mailing children.
What? Oh. Were they like flat Stanley? You had to fold them up and put them in an envelope?
No. So the Postal Service went into effect on January 1st, 1913.
Okay.
And basically, you could mail anything up to 50 pounds was how it started, right?
My gosh.
And so some families discovered it was way cheaper to mail the child who weighed 44 pounds than it was to send them in a coach. So one family in particular was like one of the last families. The child was Mary Pierstroff. She was 4 years old, and Mama and Papa Pierstroff lived in Grangeville, Idaho, and they needed to get married to her grandparents in Lewiston. And so they spent 53 cents to mail Mary. Somebody must have ratted them out, although she was not the only child that was mailed.
Yeah.
But ratted them out, and the U.S. Postmaster very quickly banned the mailing of people.
That's just insane that you would entrust your baby to random multiple post people.
Your 4-year-old. I mean, would she get fed?
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've lost mail. What happens to although, can you imagine sticking your 4-year-old on a stagecoach?
No, all by herself.
All by herself?
That also is horrific.
To go visit her grandparents? No, I can't imagine.
The whole thing is horrific idea.
Yeah, but the mailman, maybe they got better one-on-one attention.
Maybe if
with I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Boy.
But yeah, so they did have to send a law, no mailing children.
That's insanity right there.
So when you were a child and you were upset with your parents, and your dream was just mail yourself to your grandparents and get away from this hellaciousness that is the evilness of your mother telling you, no, you can't have candy before bed.
Right.
Wasn't going to work.
Can't mail yourself.
Can't do it.
Dang it.
I know. Disappointing, isn't it?
So disappointing.
Yeah.
Well, the gelatin's ready. I have dissolved it in the water. And it says I just to pour it over the apples.
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'll try to evenly drizzle.
She's taking her time. She's working very hard at doing this.
I want it to be meticulous.
She is being very meticulous.
This is just going to taste awful. There's no sugar in the gelatin. It is just plain gross gelatin. What?
She's really grossed out by this.
Yeah, I am.
This one isn't. I feel like there were worse choices, and I'm okay. Okay. So now I'm going to sprinkle evenly my powdered milk sweetener and cinnamon topping. Oh, she's giving me a spoon.
Or do you
want
to
just lick my fingers and just dig them on in?
It doesn't matter to me if you want a spoon or pour or whatever.
I don't have any idea.
It actually seems like quite a bit of powdered milk.
A lot of powdered milk. I think it was a 1 1/3 cup.
Yeah.
Of powdered milk.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Well, while you sprinkle that on, Carrie.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah. I did some research about weird news of the 1970s.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I hit the jackpot. Man.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, yeah. Okay, from July 1970, I think you'll like this one, Carrie. Archie Beasley of Birmingham, England, attributed his good health to eating a live frog every day.
The poor frog!
He said he had been following this dietary regime for 46 years.
That's thousands of frogs. He murdered in the worst possible way.
He said he had eaten over 15,000 live frogs in his life.
I am so horrified.
I know, right?
Someone needs to tell PETA about that man.
He is awful. Well, was PETA back in 1970?
No,
probably. I don't know. Yeah. He said he'd never had an upset stomach from it and noted that there are thousands of people in this country who swallow oysters whole. Oysters are live too, and they do the same work in cleaning the stomach. He thought that the frog would clean his stomach. No, the frog just died a horrific death.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful?
That is not the jackpot. I'm going to have nightmares tonight about it.
I know, right?
What's his name?
His name is Archie Beasley.
Archie.
Yeah.
He's going to give me nightmares.
I know. Well, let's go to a different one. You might like this one instead. In August 1970, 19-year-old Deborah Wolf of Philadelphia was named Miss Smog America.
Heck yeah. Because she smoked so much. She was like a smokestack.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Miss Smog America. I mean, now that is a title that many of us have always wanted.
Oh my gosh. Awful. And it showed her in the picture with a gas mask on.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I have one last one that I think you will really, really enjoy.
Okay. No gas masks and no frogs were harmed.
No, this one is wonderful. A public library in Upper Arlington, Ohio.
Oh, I lived right near there.
Yeah. They added scratch and sniff scents to its card catalog. They called it the Stick Your Nose in the Card Catalog program. The idea was that the card in the catalog would have a scent and the corresponding book on the shelf would have the matching scent.
I bet that didn't work.
Probably did not. You could find your books by smell. Here were the 60 cents, and I'm not going to tell you all 60 cents.
Oh, thank goodness. Because I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but listen to these choices. Okay. Apple, like our apple pie.
Yes.
Chocolate.
Fantastic.
Garlic.
Oh, yummer.
Roses.
Nice.
Leather.
Well, you know, I was just in Bath and Body Works yesterday, and they have a man scent.
That's leather.
Leather cashmere or something like that. It smelled delightful.
Okay, good. Yeah. Then how about pizza?
Ooh.
Orange, strawberry.
They had all those stickers when we were kids.
They did. Remember those scratches? Yeah. I do not remember a smoke scented sticker they had.
I wonder if Miss Smog got to wear one.
She probably did.
On her gas mask.
See, it comes all back around.
Circle. You knew just what you were doing.
I
all
did.
along.
I planned that.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, my turn.
Carrie has the spray bottle.
I do. I have the spray bottle, and I'm going to lightly spray the top of the pie to produce. I don't know what kind. Nice crust. So should I squirt it like up in the air?
I don't think so.
Fall down.
Oh gosh. Okay, she's spraying. It looks like the moon with asteroids hitting it.
This is really a lot of fun.
The powder's flying everywhere. That's pretty cool. I don't know how much you do.
I don't either. What does a nice crust look like in this mess? There's some right there that's not wet. I'm trying to get it wet.
That's just so weird. I don't understand.
I have no idea. We absolutely need to take a picture of this. It definitely looks like the moon.
It really does.
I think that's
all right. Let me move this over.
Now the entire countertop is soaking wet. You know what? I feel like I need a moment of praise.
Yes.
I just had a water bottle in my hand, and I never once squirted you in the face.
That is very nice, Carrie.
I mean, like that is younger sister.
Oh man,
that's a lot of self-control I exhibited there.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I don't know that you even understand
the self-control that it took to not squirt me.
Yes,
I'm impressed. I think that
we should squirt a little more over here. Okay. I should do that with the water bottle.
Yeah, do not squirt me. Do not squirt me. I'm going to try it now.
Okay,
and you know what? It has activated the cinnamon. Can you smell the cinnamon?
Oh, yeah, it smells delicious.
You think that's good?
Yeah, this is the one spot. See how it's not brown?
I think it just doesn't have much cinnamon in it. Okay.
Right. Well, I don't
want it to get too much water.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Okay, so now we're going to bake this, shockingly, for 45 minutes at 350. Well, because we want the apples to be tender.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, my goodness, I guess we'll see you all in 45 minutes.
45 minutes for this delightful apple treat that you all selected for us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Did you start this by calling them our wonderful listeners?
I did.
Yeah. Rethinking.
We'll see what we call them later. Well, the pie is out of the oven.
And it is one heck of a surprise, Kristen.
Heck, yes, it is.
So all of the cinnamon seems to have risen to the top, or we burnt the crap out of it.
Right, it does look kind of burned.
Yeah, one of the two. But there's a crust.
There is a crust.
Mixture made a crust.
They weren't kidding about make a nice crust when you tap on it. It's crunchy.
It is. It is.
Wow.
It's something else. And I was thinking, I know Kristen was super grossed out about the idea of the gelatin.
Yeah.
But they add like a gelatin to strawberry pies.
I think the thing that concerned me was that there was no sweetener or flavor in that gelatin. It was plain gelatin on apples.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all the flavors in the crust. So if you don't get a bite of that crust, what's it going to taste like?
Apples.
Which will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. What a weird diet recipe.
Yeah. Why don't we add some cinnamon to the apples?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We'll talk about weird diet recipes and weird diet things.
Okay.
I found a Time magazine from 1971, and they ran this ad recommending that you eat an ice cream cone shortly before lunch.
With ice cream in it?
Yeah.
Ooh, I am dig. This is a diet.
I am dig this, you said.
I am dig this.
Yes.
Egg and honey? No, thank you.
Ice cream before lunch?
I could combine that with the wine one.
Ooh, wine and ice cream diet. Yeah. So it says in bold print, sugar can be the willpower you need to undereat.
I find that is the exact opposite in my life,
Right.
but let's hear time. You
Yeah.
do it.
And then it has a big picture of a woman eating an ice cream cone.
Yes.
And it says, when you're hungry, it usually means your energy's down. By eating something with sugar in it, you can get your energy up fast. In fact, sugar is the fastest energy food around. And when your energy's up, there's a good chance you will have the willpower to undereat at mealtime. How's that for a sweet idea? Sugar, only 18 calories per teaspoon, and it's all energy.
I am in. It's sold.
Can you imagine?
A cone of Rocky Road 3 times a day.
3 times a day. Wow, what a diet.
This is the diet I've been waiting for.
Heck yeah, it is.
I need more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I always need more energy.
Yes.
Bring the sugar.
Yes, and the wine.
I love it.
I found some potential diety foods.
Yeah.
Not heavenly.
Oh, no.
So I checked out Reddit. This Redditor wrote, I have a virtually 0-calorie dessert.
Oh.
But it's kind of unhinged and it's going to sound gross, but it's actually kind of satisfying.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, take 1 part Splenda.
Okay.
1 part cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
And put it on slices of cucumber with a pinch of salt. LOL.
No, not LOL. FML.
Should we try it?
No. I have cucumber in there, but no.
Oh,
no.
You have Splenda. We should try it.
Oh, man.
How easy would that be?
All right.
We should try it.
And then we get to eat some delicious legal apple pie.
I mean, what could be better than that?
Okay, so I have an English cucumber here that's all wrapped in plastic and it doesn't really have any seeds, so this will be perfect.
That'll be perfect.
Tender
so 2
and lovely.
slices.
Okay. All right, let's try this cucumber. Here's one for you.
Did you got
Here's
the
one
salt?
for me. Oh, I forgot the salt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it'll work without the salt. 1 part Splenda.
Okay, here we go. Sprinkle.
She's sprinkling.
Here, sprinkle some on yours. Okay.
Okay. 1 part cinnamon.
Oh my gosh, this is not going to sprinkle very easily, but here we go. We'll try. It's probably going to come out in a clump. Oh, not bad.
I'll swoosh it around.
Okay. And then some salt. You want to take your own pinch of salt there?
Sure.
Okay. And let's cheers this bad boy.
Okay.
Are you popping the whole thing in your mouth? Or?
No. No.
You're just taking a bite?
Yes.
I think I'll pop the whole thing in my mouth. All right. Are you ready?
Fantastic.
Here we go.
Cheers.
It's not awful.
That's not awful at all. I'll eat the other half. That's kind of satisfying.
That's crazy.
That is better than Velveeta and ketchup on a cracker.
Heck yeah, it is. I'd serve that at a party. Okay, probably not. Wow.
That's delightful.
I mean, I wouldn't go craving it fortnightly.
No, but if you've got a little crave for something
sweet and yet a little bit savory and crunch. I mean, the crunch is very satisfying.
Yes.
It wasn't overly sweet.
Nope. The
Wow.
cinnamon, you could just taste the cinnamon and the salt.
made it really.
Yeah,
It took it to the next level.
A little salty, a little crunchy.
Unbelievable. I thought we were going to have to wash our mouth out with legal apple pie, and that legal apple pie scares the crap out of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Typically, when we go off script like that, it all falls apart super fast.
Oh, yeah.
I took the second bite, Kristen.
I can't believe you did that. It was delicious. I popped the whole daggone thing in my mouth.
There was nothing horrific about that at all.
Nope.
Why didn't we put that on the contest?
That would have been way better.
What would we have done for the next 45 minutes?
Just eat a whole cucumber, just the two of us, right? All right, let's cut into this pie.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Ooh, it's crunchy.
Like a pie.
Crusty.
Like the clown. All right.
Oh, I bet you guys can hear that loudly. Let's kind of get around the edge to get it off.
Something.
You guys know the first piece of pie never comes out beautifully.
Right. You want to judge us harshly for legal apple pie.
Legal apple pie. It's really thick.
It's a good thing we're not in Vermont.
I know, right? It's not as liquidy as I thought it was.
It's not at all. It looks like a super thin, sad-looking piece of apple pie.
Maybe we should have added that last apple. Holy shnikes. Wow.
And there's no like juice or anything.
No, the water's not pouring all over the place. So,
all right, do you want to take the first bite?
You go first. Oh, boy. Okay.
So let's see what we think. It's kind of sad in its thinness, but I don't think it's supposed to be thick. Kristen has a look of befuddlement on her face. She's trying to kind of place different textures and tastes, I'm assuming.
I think if you didn't know that was powdered milk, you might actually think it's a real apple pie, a terrible apple pie, but an apple pie nonetheless.
Let me try.
You get more than that.
I get a nice big piece.
It kind
of crunched off in a way I hadn't anticipated.
Oh, gotcha.
Gosh, okay. Militant Kristen.
I started to get skeeved out a little bit because I thought about the powdered milk. But I think if you didn't know that was made of purely powdered milk, you hate it?
Nope.
What is it that gets you about it? Can you taste the powdered milk? Oh, Carrie is just gagging away over there.
Oh, God.
Wow. What did you get? Too much of a...
All of it. I need drink. Hold on. Sorry, people.
Wow.
We gotta move.
She got a piece that had a lot of the cinnamon on the top. Maybe that wasn't...
It's burnt.
It's burned? Did it taste burned?
Yeah, but that was not the problem.
Okay, let me taste it again.
Oh, that is such a no. Oh, my gosh. No. I don't know who you were that wrote this down, and I am so sorry to be offensive. You know what? I'm not. I am not sorry.
It does taste
burnt. The burnt is not the problem.
What do you think it is?
It's that god-awful
powdered
crust.
Milk?
Oh, my gosh. It's so thick. It's powdery in your mouth.
It is powdery at the bottom of it.
The flavor of it is horrifying.
Really? I don't think I can taste the powdered milk part.
No. It's still in my mouth. I still taste it. No, don't do it, people. Save yourselves. Use us as your cautionary tale. Go with bean sprouts on toast. Do bean sprouts on toast. They've got to be better than this.
Oh, yeah. I was like, this is fine. This is fine. Bite 3, not fine.
And that gets stuck in your teeth. And you keep tasting it.
I could see in the 70s, if you were trying to diet and you ate all that crapola that they tried to feed you, like those Slender bars and those awful tasting diet products from the 70s, this is not any worse.
Yep.
Yeah. I could see our mom eating this back in the 70s.
I can too.
Yeah. That made Carrie gag. That was truly
gag. I need more water. Like I am.
Oh, man.
You do not understand the dedication to this podcast that I am showing right now, because I want to run and grab something. Like I need grape juice. Grape juice is a strongly flavored beverage.
That's right.
And I need to swish that around my mouth for a minute because that was
awful.
Horrific.
Do you want some fermented grape juice? I have some over there.
Yes, I do.
We'll get you some vino with your legal
my gosh. I am really thinking that I would just eat bean sprouts on toast.
Wow.
Happily.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was unpleasant.
Really? Mine wasn't until the very last bite. I could see how a 70s woman trying to lose weight could con herself into thinking that was okay.
No.
You would rather eat a cucumber with cinnamon and Splenda and salt.
Absolutely.
Wow.
In a second would I pick the cucumber over this. The cucumber was pleasant. There was nothing pleasant about that at all.
Now I feel like my mouth is burning. What is it?
It won't go away.
Oh. Oh, man.
It hangs in there, people. Oh. It hangs with you.
Wow.
We may record our next podcast in 2 weeks and be like, I still taste that pie.
Well, that's it for this episode. Thank goodness. Thank you so much for joining us and hearing our torture session. Yay. Now be sure to mark calendars for our next episode, which will be on February 24th. It's going to be a shocking surprise. You won't believe what we have decided to make. It could possibly be worse than legal apple pie.
I highly doubt it.
Well, don't miss it.
Thanks for listening to Mom's Wooden Spoon. If you like what you heard, don't forget to subscribe. If you want a copy of this recipe or to see the pictures and other items from this episode, go to our website, momswoodenspoon.com. If you'd rather, check us out on Facebook or Instagram. Pick your poison.
Don't say poison. We're making food. Okay, so we need to get ready to record.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Are you ready to work hard for the money? So hard for it, honey. We work hard for not getting any money, but you better treat us right.
I took my shoes off.
Thank you, Agador Spartacus. It's funny.